All right, so my homegirl had hit me up about a week ago, maybe a week or two ago, and she was like, "Did you hear about the aliens in the mall in Miami?" And I was like, "Nah, I ain't hear nothing." And usually I'm up on that kind of stuff, but I've been, so busy with life, I just couldn't, I couldn't keep up with all the information that was coming out. And so finally I decided, I was like, all right, I'm going to go catch up on some of my conspiracy theories, right? And went in and started doing my research and stuff. And I came across this video of some eyewitnesses that, I wanted to talk about what happened. And here's one of the guys that was supposedly there at the mall, and let's see what he got to say.
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it. But I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, my sister, and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3, 9, 10-foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching. Not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. It looked like a glitch, man. It was like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But I was about 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And they're tall, so we all just looked at them. They were just standing there, and the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly observing us. It was sentient, right? Or whatever. I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, it started almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother immediately said, yo, let's go. He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's saying, where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. 2 people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. You know, it's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so that, you know, we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And, you know, obviously, like, we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, you know, a cop stopped us. You know, they took us a little, you know, to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And then, and they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. You know, they wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, you know, I didn't see the beings come out of the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking. And it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, you know, that it was just interesting, the police response, because it was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like a already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And you know, they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car. We went home, because you know we had our nephew with us, and we went to make sure, like, you know, he was okay. So I'm still kind of like processing everything. Like, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm glad that we weren't alone in seeing it, because like it was a whole bunch of us that saw it. And it feels kind of like, you know, you're part of something. Like,
I don't know if you guys can see this slender figure right here, but this is what they were this is what he was talking about, that was walking outside where the cops had it surrounded. And you can see that there's something here, and you can also see it walking or moving in this direction. I'm gonna press play so you can see it.
Really big, but at the same time, it's confusing, because like you want to kind of like show people. Like, I wish I took a video, man. Like, because people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, right? But yeah, I'm left with more questions. Like, we were all kind of left with more questions than anything else. Yeah, I'm not saying
now this right here, that this arrow is pointing to, this is apparently the doorway that was open for these things to walk through. And you can kind of see it glitching a little bit, as but it's real blurry. You got some people on the ground here, on the floor. I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Y'all need to get the hell out the way. But I'm gonna see if they show it again.
I know everybody's saying it's aliens. I'm not saying that.
Can you see? Can you see this distortion right here? That it's like a little fuzzy right here, kind of looking like smoke, but this is the doorway. I'll explain what the doorway was. This portal that was open once the video's over, but once he stopped talking. But I just wanted to point that out. That this right here is the portal that was open.
Because I saw something come in through like a weird glitchy, maybe a portal or whatever. And it was like they were pretty tall. You could see some facial features. It was they were very dark, like and shiny. But I can't tell if it was like a wet shiny or like a metallic shiny. And long limbs. Long limbs, long fingers. They were definitely humanoid in shape, and shadowy. But that maybe that shadowiness was like from a glitch or whatever, like whatever cloaking maybe they had like fell off. But yeah, it felt like something was coming into our world or whatever, like a fucking Stranger Things episode. But it was
Miami
crazy.
Mall incident, it was said that there was a portal that was opened in the mall, that people had seen it. You can see it here on the screen, and that obviously this is where the aliens had come out of. I had just found this tweet here today that says, Miami Aliens Incident, Antarctic Base. They put the coordinates in backwards. Please try it and write where it takes you. So when you open up a portal, you have to have coordinates of where you want to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto Google Earth here today, and we're going to look up the Bayside Marketplace. I'm already on it here, but I'm going to type it in again here for you guys, so you can see that this is where it takes us, the Bayside Marketplace on the screen here. All right, so I'm going to right click on the coordinates here. We're going to copy this. Then we're going to paste it over here. So what we're going to do right here, it says north and west. So we've got 25, 46, 42. So on the girl's tweet here, right here, so here's the tweet. In the comments here, it says 25, 46, 42 west. So we're going to change that from north to west. And we've got 80, 11, 12 west. Change it. She's got 80, 11, 12 south. So let's change the west to south. We're going to hit enter. And now it's going to take us, like you can already see it's taking us to the bottom here. So we're going to zoom out. Oh lordy lord, look at this. Look at that.
Stop for a sec, stop.
Hold on. I'm going to read what this says. Well, you know what? I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see what that says. You can pause it if you like. But I'm going to press play so you can finish looking at this. These are orbs that were showing up like moments before the mall situation happened. And they were like bright lights in the sky. It was just one big one, and then it split off into two. But this was outside the mall in Miami.
I just saw two others of that.
Boop. And it splits off. Just like that. So yeah. So about that portal, what the story is being told, to the mainstream media, is that some teenagers were having a fight, and then police were called, and then everybody scattered and all that other jazz. But like 40 police cars showed up to this mall. Now, for teenagers, right? The inside story was that some teenagers had came into the mall, and they had a device that kind of like a DVD player. That's what it looked like. And they were messing around. They put it down, and then he plugged it in, and he turned it on and opened up a portal. Now, before I go into the portal situation of what happened in this mall, there have been plenty of studies and a lot of experiments lately, as of late, about how these portals are being open, and it's being used. People are using frequency and vibrations to open portals, and that's how these experiments are going down. These teenagers must have got a hold of like the right type of frequency to open up a portal, because the experiments, they show you on the videos that the experiment is taking place, but they never tell you the frequency to use, because if you do know the frequency, then you can open up a portal anywhere, and God only knows what the hell is going to come through that damn portal. What the fuck are you going to let into our reality? So I think it's a good idea at the moment for these people, these scientists, to do experiments and not say what type of frequency it is. But these teenagers must have got a hold of the right information in order to open up a portal, and they did, inside this mall. And these beings walked through that were like 10, 15 feet tall, shadowy, not from our world. And yeah, and that's how that whole situation, people in the malls freaking out because they're like, what the hell is going on? Why did y'all do this? And now it's a whole situation that didn't happen. Now nobody knows what happened to the teenagers. God only knows what happened to them. They're gone. Who knows what happened to them? But I don't know if the police have them in custody. I don't know if they just scattered in the crowd. Like, I got to do more research, I suppose, to find out what really happened to these kids. But yeah, that's the story. And so you have it. Bizarre as hell, but here we go. I'm the fuck out.